Sim, eu estou viciado no Alan Wake. Terminar ele. Não hoje. Amanhã a gente termina, daí já... Terça a gente já emenda o The Lighthouse. Já era. Todo manchado de sangue.
Garage was closing in, gaining control. I couldn't let him escape the dark place. I had to keep him from Alice.
Go to hell!
Hector.
Alice
Oh, droga.
turned the bathroom into a dark room. I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Precisão gamer. Oi, Alice. Sou mais peixe fora da água em Hollywood do que era no meio do mato no noroeste pacífico. Esses coxinhos de dentes brilhantes são mais famosos do que se tivessem 6 dedos, e tudo é tão maravilhoso a porra do tempo todo, ainda que na verdade seja o contrário. Mais de uma vez eu quase vomitei durante as reuniões com esses produtores babacas. Mas eu preciso estar aqui para zelar pelo legado do UAU. Todo mundo quer abocanhar os direitos de gravar no cinema os livros do Casey, e eles têm ideias burras do que fazer. É meu dever guiar esse bando de zumbi bronzeado na direção geral de alguma coisa que lembre vagamente bom gosto. Me dói saber que o Yao odiaria profundamente as adaptações se elas não fizessem justiça à visão dele. Ele era mestre em odiar profundamente as coisas, por bons motivos, quer dizer. É por isso que a gente... Ele amava tanto, né? Enfim, preciso entrar em outra videochamada agora sobre a escolha de elenco. Seu amigo Barry. Oh, caralho. Oi, Alice, você vai pensar que eu fui trocado por um duplo do mal, mas eu entrei para uma seita e estou adorando. A parte de ser uma seita é brincadeira, mais ou menos. Abençoado retiro de bem-estar. Trabalhar com Al ou com o Anderson era difícil às vezes, mas esses caras de cinema são insanos. Meus níveis de estresse estavam nas alturas, mas aí eu recebi a dica do retiro. Melhor decisão que já tomei. Nunca me senti tão bem, enfim, saudável. O cara que é dono desse lugar, o Chester, é um milagreiro do caramba. Não é pirado de jeito nenhum. Sei que você pensa que eu estou falando besteira, mas perdi um monte de peso. Você nem ia me reconhecer. O Chester me fala que eu sou o sortudo de ter vindo parar aqui. Que algo de ruim teria acontecido comigo se eu tivesse ficado em Nova York. Eu acredito nele. Não tava me sentindo muito bem depois de tudo que aconteceu, principalmente depois daqueles esquisitos do DFC virem falar comigo. É o suficiente para transformar qualquer pessoa num conspiracionista maluco. Espero que você esteja bem por aí. Vem me visitar qualquer hora. A costa oeste não é tão ruim quanto eu fiz parecer nos e-mails anteriores, seu amigo Barry. Oi, Alice. Entrando em contato porque não tenho recebido notícias suas. Tá tudo bem aí? Eu tô preso em reuniões infinitas sem intervalo, vou confessar. Pensei até em mijar numa caneca e que se danem os almoços. Não sei como essas pessoas conseguem fazer um filme pensando o tempo todo em reuniões. Oi, Alice, tem um tubarão rondando. Agora eles querem transformar o que aconteceu com o Al num filme. Ou série. Adivinha, uma merda de um videogame. Mandei eles irem se foder. Além disso, caso você fique sabendo por outra pessoa, uma escritora de crimes reais chamada Tammy Booker está preparando um livro sobre Al. Eu cacei a editora dela e falei que vamos processar. Não se preocupa que eu vou cuidar disso, seu amigo Barry. Oi, Alice. Tudo bem com você? Só queria saber como você está. Tentei te ligar, mas não consegui falar. Você provavelmente só está afundando no seu processo criativo. Sei como vocês são. Artistas ficam quando estão no meio dos seus projetos, tudo mais desaparece. Se você me ligar de volta e eu não atender, é porque estou fazendo sei lá o que um produtor executivo deve fazer ainda, é um mistério pra mim. Mas se precisar de minha ajuda com qualquer negócio relacionado à sua amostra, é só falar, seu amigo Barry. Muito texto.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Cafezinho top.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Me vem um brabo.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
Cada vez mais louco. Máscaras. Vamos ver como é que a gente tá de item. Tá tudo aqui. Aqui a gente coloca aqui. E esse a gente devolve.
It was locked from the other side.
Ih, rapaz.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors, peeking in, reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Minha teoria aí de
I have to go now.
Saga ser filha dele.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wig.
Whatever you say. Door, Zane. The masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Alan Wake.
Hurry, Tom. Here is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onwards at the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Hearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöden Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Shit. Here you go again.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Wake.
Ali na caixa. Essa cadeira.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
Tá, porra.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Ainda bem que aqui ela não é mais fumante. Pode correr à vontade. Bastante vida. Tem uns bichinhos aqui. Isso daqui não termina? Eu não. Ele tá maluco.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is the cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary.
Milagre o telefone não tocar. Procure Zane no hotel. Não seja um ciclo, por favor, não, por favor. Aí.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there.
Ah, a gente vai fazer depois da DLC.
Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. But then, when he finished, he took return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
Oh,
I told you not to try anything!
ó o plot.
Oh, mercy. Thousands have gone missing. Beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut! Oh. Now that is drama.
What the fuck? I had a million questions about Zane, but I had more pressing concerns. I had to find the movie theater Poet's Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place. I could see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza.
É pra cá? Onde ficaria o cinema? Aqui. me seguindo. Consegui passar sem danos. Acho que dá pra administrar esse inventário melhor, né? Bichinho, eu vou te engolir de novo. Agora sim, aqui eu coloco aquela vida. Tá legal.
This was the moment to destroy it.
Maluco escroto. Não consigo alcançar. Aí é foda.
The light cut through the darkness.
Hey, Alan.
Opa.
See another sane face.
Not sure how sane I'm feeling. Be careful out there, Tim. If you see me, make sure it's really me, not some psycho wearing my face.
Sounds like you've been having a rough go. I've been there. The missing time. The aliens.
Missing time?
It's the same thing I've been saying. The dreams. Sometimes I wake up in a completely different place, missing entire days. I have no idea what happened, but I'm trying to find out. Things always get better if you just keep moving forward, Alan.
Wait. What's this about aliens?
Oh, I was just convinced that everything going on with me was because of aliens. Abductions, signals beamed into my head, that kind of thing. Now I know it's been Door all along. I haven't ruled out him being an alien, though.
Porra. Vamos ver o que ele escreveu agora. A mulher ruiva, tá. A gente já leu. Já leu. Isso aqui então. OVNIs, poliedros, eu os vejo nos meus sonhos. Geometria, matemática pura, formas contêm energia. Um recipiente, uma arma, um objeto de grande poder. Ou você é maluco e sonha com dado de RPG?
I need...
Essa tem um eco aqui e tem umas coisinhas aqui. Tá de boas. Carrega. Ele. Ah, que droga. Palavra de coisas aí não dá. Queria pegar esses dois que tem aqui. Vamos ver o que tem aqui. Aqui tem um eco, né? O mosquito me mordeu. Coceiro desgraçado.
I say God made us in his image. Just like us, he is an uncaring, cruel son of a bitch. Having made it in heaven, he doesn't want us there, dirtying up all that nice white upholstery.
Barrei.
And he doesn't want to reach down to help us. He gets his kicks just binge-watching us struggling, hurting, killing, dying, screwing it up again and again. Lazily stirring it up when things threaten to get too placid. This city is only here to satisfy his sick, voyeuristic pleasure. Something kept me going. A broken man. No hope, no prospects, no love. Too stubborn to die. Like a cockroach with a misguided sense of honor and justice in a city where there can never be justice.
E um atalho. Tem alguma coisa pra cá? No way.
The cinema lobby was a gateway to other realities on the silver screen. I could set a scene here. I was missing something.
on this case looking for the cult of the word for a lifetime or more. The only case I'd ever been on. They would surface from the dark with their depraved acts of violence and fade back into the night, leaving behind bloody crime scenes and clues heavy with obscure meanings that led nowhere. Arriving at the cinema, I felt a monumental, terrifying revelation trembling before me, ready to open its jaws and swallow me whole.
This place had significance to the cult. There was something to use there.
No.
Did I stop writing at some point? I can't stop. There's too much at stake.
Isso é verdade, Alan. O senhor não pode parar. O Alan não tem mais... Opa. O Alan não tem mais armas, eu acho, além dessa. Que guarda munição no congelador.
The main event was the murder. The first step toward the murder site. I was making progress. Someone had barricaded themselves in the room.
Um recipiente lá pra trás. Não pode ficar itens pra trás. Ele deve ter ficado um monte de item. Um monte de coisa.
The plot changed the details of the world.
Não entendi. Acho que é na parte de cima. Vou dar uma olhada. Isso me dá uma tristeza.
Do you a lot of good to talk, buddy.
It was an initiation ceremony. Or so we made our new members believe. 2 of New York's finest. They had performed endless favors to earn their place among us. We had something special waiting for them. And something very special for you, Alex Casey.
Who's your leader? Alan Wake? Scratch? Zane? Give me a name!
You will meet him soon enough.
There was no end to the corruption. It fit the genre, so I'd use it.
The urban legends circling Thomas Zane were a bottomless rabbit hole. I'd done some digging. To film freaks, he was a mythic auteur in the art house cinema. A rising star coming to America from Finland. But he only created one film, Tom the Poet, before he went missing. Mirroring the vanishing of the main character in the movie, played by himself. The biggest mystery was around his lost film, an early work made in Finland, Nightless Night, rumored to have mystic properties. Some claimed it was a snuff film, that the ritual murder in the film was an actual murder. There were no known surviving copies, but the cult chased it as if it were their unholy grail. Just like Wake's books were.
Wake.
Look at you, following your master into La La Land. A sad bunch of clowns in funny masks and hoods, pretending to be a secret society.
Maybe it is you who's playing a role, Mr. Casey. A role carefully laid out for you. A puppet blindly performing the ritual steps for the glory of the cult. Huh?
What the fuck have you been smoking?
Nightless Night. A clip of the lost film survived. You will see, Mr. Casey. In the Nightless Night, you will finally see.
Nightless Night was Zane's film. It played a role in this story. on the screen had no light. I could transfer the light.
Qual é, merdão? Sai! Sai, merdão, sai.
I was back out into the night. The seedy alley away from prying eyes was a good scene for dark deeds. In the city trapped in eternal night, they watch the film where the night never arrives, where the night hides in your mind.
Cut off a finger or something for this initiation, do you?
Nah, I'm sure we'll just chant some ceremonial stuff. Nothing to it.
Well, it's about time. We paid our dues, made plenty of their problems disappear, dumped all those nobodies down that chute.
What we did or didn't do, it's all behind us now. We're going straight to the top, partner.
Yep, like we died and went to heaven.
Straight to the top. The dirty cops looked down on the city. Their city. They had committed repulsive deeds to get there. They told themselves it was worth it.
Se chegar alguém aqui, eu vou dar um tiro com isso daqui, hein? Considere isso um aviso.
Hey. You're Alan this time, right? Just making sure.
It's me, Tim. You ran into Scratch, didn't you? My double.
Well, it's hard to say, but he sure looked like you. It was weird because I heard that you got out of this place. I guess that was just a rumor. Anyway, I'm just doing my thing, still looking for Door. I've got a new theory on that front.
Qual é a sua teoria nova?
What's the theory?
It's a lot, so buckle up. You have your doubles, and I keep dreaming about other versions of me, right? Now, this makes me think there must be other realities besides ours. But ours is connected to the rest of them. Door might even be a part of the reason why. He seems to be the only constant, but what does he want? What's he planning? Sorry. You've got your own problems. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy trying to make sense of this. You know, maybe this whole thing is much bigger than what we're able to see. Or, everything I just said is bullshit. Who knows?
What was my double doing? Did he have a manuscript with him? I need to know.
But he didn't have anything. No, he had a cocktail, and he was smoking. He wasn't like you said he'd be. Very, very touchy-feely. He wore leather pants. You know, he was actually looking for you. He asked the same question about the manuscript. And then he asked if I was going to a costume party and if he could come. Like, I told him this wasn't a costume and he ran off. I guess he doesn't like cops.
That wasn't Scratch.
Não era Scratch. Formas para mapear e codificar realidades paralelas, além disso, triângulos duplos. Sonhos de versões diferentes, universos paralelos, multiversos, estamos conectados por conta de algo que nos aconteceu em outro lugar, ondas de choque e ecoam através dos mundos. Se eu morrer, vou acordar como outra versão, ele está matando versões de mim. Mestre de muitos mundos, Night Springs. Cara com a lanterninha sempre. Ah, é? Uma olhada. Ah, já ia deixar pra trás. Finalmente, marcar todos os recursos e pontos de interesse próximos no mapa de Wake. Palavra de lâmpada. Restaura 50 de saúde por segundo ao intensificar a lanterna contra sombras hostis. Proporciona 10% de chance de atordoar inimigos ao intensificar a lanterna. É pessoal. Aumenta em 10% o dano causado a inimigos próximos. Inimigos têm uma dificuldade 20% maior de detectar Alan. Reduz o dano sofrido de projéteis da escuridão. Aumenta a área de efeito do sinalizador de mão em 13% e a duração em 1 segundo. Aumenta a eficácia de curativos. Aumenta a duração do efeito de analgésicos em 1 segundo. Aumenta em 25% o dano causado pela última bala no tambor do revólver. Aumenta o dano da espingarda de cano duplo em 25% ao acertar mais de um inimigo com um tiro só. Proporciona 5% de chance de não gastar munição ao disparar revólver. Aumenta a força de empurrão da espingarda de ala em 15%. Aumenta a área do efeito sinalizador do projétil. Tá. Aumenta a saúde máxima em 15%. Aumenta em 30% a quantidade... Ah... Aí. Palavra de guerra. É isto. Agora estamos um pouco mais blindão. Tem mais nada pra cá? Nope.
Someone had fallen to their death from the rooftop.
Don't you fucking move, or I'll blow you away.
You got me, Mr. Casey. I'm all yours. Go ahead. Ask that burning question in your mind.
How did you do it? How did you get me into that film clip without my remembering it? Talk to me, damn it!
You've seen the film? Good, good. Now you're ready to meet the Grandmaster. He's waiting for you in the projection booth where everything will be revealed, where he will project a new reality onto this one. And now, Mr. Casey, I've played my part to the end.
No! Crazy bastard! Why'd he jump?
Projection booth. Was that where I'd find the murder site?
Tchau. Vou nada. Vou encarar esses caras aí, não. Nata de Nova York. Fez algum efeito.
You are a character in my story.
Ah, não vai parar de vir. Caralho, que susto, porra.
This thread would create something terrible in the scene, but it's what the story needed. I found myself in a maze of film equipment. There had to be a way to the projection booth from here. I wasn't alone.
I'm here, you son of a bitch. Show yourself. The Grand Master my ass. You're a clown in a mask.
I was back where I started. A loop within a loop. I had to keep going.
You son of a bitch! Show yourself! Who was it? Who said that? The Grand Master my ass. You're a clown in a mask. I'm not the one wearing a mask here, you moron!
The Casey in the story was losing it. I wasn't far behind. I was back at the beginning again. I had to keep going. Find a way to the murder site.
Show yourself! Who was that? Who said that? That's a real clever trick, asshole! You can run, but you can't hide! The Grand Master my ass. You're a clown in a mask. I'm not the one wearing a mask here, you moron! Why don't you come here and say that to my face, buddy? That will say he's the moron!
What is this feeling? I died. Did I die? It got me. And in my mind, you were not making sense, man. Fuck. I can't get it, man. Return. I was writing. Return. Something went wrong. I've written it so many times and it always fails. It fails. I'm doing something wrong. I forget. What's wrong? Is there something wrong with me? Am I wrong somehow? Am I missing something? Skipping over some vital beat? Alright, I have to write. Sure, of course. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. I wrote departure, that worked. Now we're fine. Maybe there's a missing step before return. What's between departure and return? The tasks, the challenge, the lesson, initiation. Yeah, I haven't written that. To master this place, to set things up. Can't go to return before initiation. That's right. That feels right. Initiation. I have to write initiation.
I was back at the beginning again. I had to keep going. Find a way to the murder site.
Show yourself! Who was it? Shut up!
Who's there? Look, you got the wrong guy. I'm not Alex Casey. I only play him in the movies. He's just a fictional character.
What's going on here?
You don't have to kill me. You don't have to go get that knife and stab me. You can just give up and go. Oh no. Oh, no you don't! You'll be sorry!
What the fuck? I was getting close.
Welcome, Alex Casey. You've done well. You've played your role perfectly.
Everything out of your mouth is a damn lie. The only place any of this makes any sense is in your psychotic brain.
As a fictional character in a story, you've fulfilled your purpose. You brought the writer of the story here. You can go now, Casey.
Nah, I'm not going anywhere before I get some answers. How was I in that movie? Why does all this feel so familiar? What? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck am I? No!
And welcome to you, Alan Wake.
What the hell?
This is the ritual to lead you on. We're just one step away from your final destination, Mr. Wake. But first, here's an unanswered mystery for you. If Casey was fictional, and you assumed his role as a detective, are you now fictional too? Whose story are you living, Mr. Wake?
The visions are getting under my skin, coming too close for comfort. Not a separate layer, but mingling with my own reality in the dark place. Wait. Dead end. This can't be right. Did I miss something? A murder site. The mask was the key.
Carai, que pesado.
This is how I could help her. Saga Anderson, listen. I've been tricked. Scratch wrote returned. I tried to fix the story, but he stopped me before I reached the end. He has it now. It's the key to escape.
What do you mean, escape? No, you're Scratch.
I need to stop him. I need to stop him before he gets out. He's after Alice. I'm still trapped, but I'm making progress. I wrote you in to be the story's hero. Scratch made a horror story. I need to match the genre. It has to be dark, but the hero can break through, save her family, save us all.
Save her family? Are you talking about my family?
Yes. Whatever you're doing, it's working. You just need to keep going.
She's become family in the horror story.
I was closer now. Closer than ever before. But there was no time to lose. Everything was hanging in the balance. I could still lose it all. Parliament Tower. I had to make it work this time. I could stop Scratch, get the manuscript, fix its ending. I was traveling deeper into the dark place. The poem on the wall was growing at the same pace, dogging my footsteps, like my unwanted shadow moving in the corner of my eye. It wasn't my writing. I didn't know what it was. A terrible prophecy, a curse, looming over me.
Balão claro no céu flutua e desce, desce, salta à noite se a luz cai. Para este que adormece, a superfície se abala, o reflexo traidor na cavidade do crânio que cratera se tornou. Este é o ritual que será seu condutor, seus amigos o conhecerão quando você se for.
There wasn't enough alcohol in this city to drown the memories of this nightmare, but I'd damn well try. This case would never be closed. I had more questions now than at the start. The irony of being trapped in a postmodern detective story. I felt watched. The eyes of some unseen audience on me. I wanted to turn to the hidden camera and tell them to fuck off. But I didn't know where to look to break the fourth wall. There would always be another case for Casey. A million stories in this dark city. The night opened up to welcome me. I walked into her arms. Roll credits.
Vamos ao Parliament Tower. Hey man.
The phone was ringing again. My memorial statue had been replaced by a statue of Alice. The thought sickened me. Her life threatened my scratch. I had to hurry.
Dá um tirão só disso daqui, tu vai ver.
Hello?
Hello.
It wasn't Zane. It wasn't Scratch either.
Huh? You're me? Me? I don't understand. There's a lot I don't understand.
The dark place operates in loops. Time is a story. I'm calling you from a different point in that story.
From the future? I'm never getting out of here, am I?
Yes, you will. And no, you won't. And that is by your own choice.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry for what you'll have to go through. Alice's photos you found from the shoebox in the talk show basement. Before you can go to Parliament Tower, you must put them in the shoebox at her statue at the plaza. To help you, to help Alice, to help Saga Anderson.
I'm my own Deus Ex Machina? Really?
How many writers does it take to finish a story? One for each draft. It's the same writer, but in a different point in time. I'd follow the steps he laid out for me. Alice's photos from the talk show building basement. Adi had guided me there. I bring the photos to the shoebox by the statue.
Bicho, tão me seguindo. Ela não para. ver uma coisa na caixa de sapato antes. Aqui, né? Que eu vou precisar também. Eu tô bem equipado. Quer dizer, equipado. Eu já investiguei. Vá à delegacia. Vamos na delegacia. Onde vai ter a última caixa da seita. E mudou bastante, né? Um prédio, uma rua zona aqui nessa parte.
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Okidoki.
Power's out. Always a good sign. Anyone here?
I'm here, in the closet.
É mais é que tu se foda. Tenho 80. Vamos ver uma coisa aqui. Acertos consecutivos reduzem consideravelmente o intervalo entre os tiros. A imóvel entra no modo de foco. Vamos pegar isso aqui.
Saga fired the rifle. Hit the taken again. Pulled back the bolt to reload. She fired again. Another hit. Faster. Again. Yet faster. Again. A strange, lethal feedback loop forming. Speeding up.
Aqui eu não peguei nada, né? Aumenta a velocidade de recarga, causa mais dano em inimigos atordoados, cegos ou derrubados, mate o inimigo para recuperar a saúde. A quantidade de saúde recuperada depende da força do inimigo. Enquanto não, pistola. Segura o botão de atirar para ativar o modo de disparo automático. Esse aumenta consideravelmente a cadência do tiro. Aperte 2 tiros consecutivos na cabeça para atordoar o inimigo por mais tempo. Uma merda. Segure o botão de atirar para puxar mais a corda da besta para dar um disparo mais reto e causar mais dano. Vou colocar isso aqui. Deixar o resto para 12.
Following a strange trajectory, as if the bolt had carved a track in the air for them, a magnetic pull for them to follow.
There's Taken inside. Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so we need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you
A Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
É foda. Ah, não. Fala sério.
All clear, Estevez.
Eu vou precisar de mais munição de pistola. Só isso. Vamos continuar conversando da onde a gente parou?
Doesn't look good. Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring Altered World event. The Shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources. Problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. You'll need these keys.
Back into the morgue, huh?
O que aconteceu aqui? Aceita possuídos? Wake é prioridade? Wake está preso no confinamento do pavilhão. Do pavilhão.
The cell door won't open without power.
Preciso de energia para desativar as trancas. O quadro de distribuição fica no porão. É isto. Não tem mais nada pra conversar com ela. Beleza.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it. Another cult stash?
É 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Seis, 1, 2, 3, 4. Vamos tentar, né? 1, 4. Era 6.
A key? That's new.
Cuidado com a seita da árvore. E aqui é o caso que a gente estava fazendo hoje.
That's all the stashes. These people were well prepared.
Lá deve estar o meu espaço de inventário que eu preciso. Eu odeio esse negocinho aqui. Deixa eu ver. Vou colocar mais uma flecha. Vou deixar a flecha aqui. Vou tentar usar esses aqui com mais frequência. Eu vou até equipar. Se eu ver um trouxa, eu atiro nele. Isso aí.
Stay the fuck!
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in!
Nada pra cá? Vem.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
Casey's affected by the horror story, too. I'm fighting for them all now. What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. That thing, the dark presence, it's real, too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
I'll take care of it. Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
There we go.
Eu não consigo equipar essa merda. Isso aqui bugou no meu inventário. Vou colocar aqui no lugar. Vamos ver se dá certo. Caraca, isso bugou no meu inventário. Pronto. Não tá mais bugado. Não quero mais. Fuge de bola do caralho e morre. Olha o esponja de bala.
Situation is under control, Estevez. Coming back up.
Copy.
O controle é menos ovo. Caraca, esponja de bala. Ah, por enquanto eu vou deixar assim mesmo. Tá ótimo.
Got a little cramped in that closet.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
Proposta de pesquisa: Alan Wake e ligações com a seita. Resumo: em 2010, o escritor Alan Wake, suspeito de ser para-utilitarista, foi dado como desaparecido em Cauldron Lake, um local de limiar conhecido. 3 anos depois, investigadores federais prenderam na cidade de Nova York um grupo pequeno responsável por diversos assassinatos. Os crimes eram recriações de mortes vistas na escrita de Alan Wake. Durante os interrogatórios com os assassinos, revelou-se que eles viam Wake como uma espécie de profeta e se descreviam como a seita dele, e que seus romances eram considerados textos sagrados. Como Wake estava desaparecido na época, é improvável que ele tenha tido qualquer envolvimento pessoal com essa seita. Ou pelo menos não há indícios que sustentem essa possibilidade. Pouco depois da detenção da seita de Nova York, uma organização conhecida como Seita da Árvore começou a operar em torno de Cauldron Lake, a mesma região onde Wake desapareceu. Essa é a segunda suposta seita com ligação física direta com Wake. E a organização opera no local onde ele foi visto pela última vez. Proponho que isso não é coincidência, e eu gostaria da permissão para procurar uma ligação entre Wake e a Seita da Árvore. Ver dossiê 14, 54, 53, 26 para obter a proposta completa. Boletim emergencial do incidente, a Casa do Lago. O Instituto de Pesquisa WA-03 em Cauldron Lake, WA, foi comprometido. Causa desconhecida. O incidente foi confirmado visualmente pela agente Stavis quando ela visitou o local para contatar o Dr. Marmont e a Dra. Marmont, chefes das operações da Casa do Lago. Os relatos são de que a própria instalação está danificada, sem pessoal sobrevivente encontrado durante uma breve procura. Uma busca mais longa não foi possível devido a um MA ativo na região, exigindo todos os recursos disponíveis. Investigação e contenção não são possíveis com a equipe atual. Envio emergencial de equipe de resposta e resgate solicitado. Departamento de Investigações não tem conhecimento de pesquisa ou projetos recentes da Casa do Lago devido ao agravamento da comunicação e cooperação desde que o QG ficou no escuro. Consequentemente, este relatório não é capaz de determinar a causa do incidente e ser maior investigação. Consultar arquivo 92, 33, 32, 15 para obter o relatório completo do incidente. Pelo que eu sei, a Casa do Lago vai se passar enquanto ocorrem os acontecimentos do Alan Wake 2. Peraí. Não esqueça A1, B2, C3, I igual a 9, J igual a 0, K igual a 1, L igual a 2. Não esquentem peixe no micro-ondas. Eu não deveria precisar dizer isso. Uma amiga me deve 20 paus e se recusa a pagar. Eu sugiro que esse valor seja descontado do salário dele com juros e somado diretamente ao meu pagamento oficial, Thornton. Thornton não lembra que eu já ressarci ele pagando um almoço meses atrás. Então não ligue pra ele. E com toda certeza não toque no meu salário, senão eu juro que eu processo. Computador de recepção e e-mail de administração não deve ser usado para discussões pessoais nem qualquer tipo de assunto não oficial. E lembre-se de lavar suas canecas de café. Fala pessoal, perdi a última reunião sobre os preparativos para a festa do servo. Alguma atualização? Quais as novidades sobre o controle de multidão? Quem colocou baionetas na caixa de sugestão estava claramente brincando, né? Eu entendo a necessidade de manter o pessoal detido atrás das grades, mas quem diabos foi o maluco paranoico que decidiu que precisamos manter cada uma das portas do nosso edifício equipada com a mais nova bobagem tecnológica de segurança? O negócio não é seguro, uma queda de energia, essas fechaduras não vão funcionar. Já avisei você sobre isso uma dezena de vezes. Não me culpem quando ficarem trancados sem conseguir sair, policial Cooper. Não tem nenhum lugar dizendo algo relacionado à senha, né? Tô adivinhando mesmo. Mito e realidade. Tem Batson, Westmore, esse. Parte 1, parte 2 e parte 3. Q, P e W. Que eu vou fazer isso aqui? Não esqueça, A igual a 1, B igual a 2, C igual a 3. O D é 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Então, o que é 9? Deixa eu ver. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 9, 2. Oh não, minha shotgun. Qual seria o nome do artista? Dois, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, 7. Mas é Baston.
I'm sure Sheriff Breaker wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Agora eu tô confuso. Agora eu tô redondamente confuso. É 7 a 7, que daí é o quê, né? E aí do que? Tá. Q, U, V, W. Ah, faz sentido.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, your government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me! Typical government stooge.
Ah, tu deu uma bugada aí, mano.
That fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen! Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Don't fucking give it to him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is! We've been waiting for you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. These must power the light array. Need to find more. There must be a way to slow him down.
Ah, qual é?
He's too fast. Got one.
2 more to go.
Another core activated.
Only one left. Doing great.
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Pegar os itens. Tá olhando aí, ó.
Need to find the key.
Opa! Um manuscrito aqui.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was. Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Wake está no lugar obscuro, esteve lá o tempo todo, certamente está lá agora. Wake tem entrado em contato comigo a partir do lugar obscuro. Crash queria a mesma coisa que o Wake. Deve ser, trouxe equipamentos potentes de iluminação para conter possuídos.
Oh. The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense. Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team. The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
A coisa que atacou o Casey tinha o rosto de Wake, nunca foi o Wake, era Scratch desde o início.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
David e eu demos um tempo e me mudei para Watery com Logan.
I never did any of these things. It's like some bad soap opera version of my life.
A história diz que eu larguei David e emprego por um trailer. Essa não sou eu, essa não é minha vida. Aí seria foda, né? Por onde eu começo?
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch?
Transcrição de entrevista com Alan Wake, suspeito de parautilitarismo. Sr. Wake, o senhor foi trazido sob custódia do DFC e será exaustivamente interrogado em uma data posterior, mas por enquanto eu preciso perguntar se tem algo que o senhor queira nos dizer a respeito do incidente no hotel. Qualquer coisa que temos que saber. Existe uma força aqui que vocês não entendem. Uma presença está atrás de mim. Quer me consumir tudo. Sim, o senhor já mencionou essa presença obscura antes. Porque ela quer o senhor. Ela se alimenta de artistas, da arte que eles produzem. Ela me quer por causa da minha escrita, mas pode ser qualquer tipo de arte, qualquer expressão artística, música, pintura, filme, fotografia. Ela consegue se alimentar de qualquer coisa. Tudo isso você tem que acreditar em mim. Estamos bem cientes dessa entidade, Sr. Wake. Temos monitorado a situação por aqui há bastante tempo. O senhor mesmo esteve no nosso radar por mais de uma década. Tenho certeza de que aqueles malucos do departamento de pesquisa vão adorar dar uma olhada no senhor. E anota que é para censurar isso antes de enviar. Vamos voltar aqui. O senhor mencionou um interruptor mais cedo. Onde ele está agora? Eu não sei, mas preciso dele. Não consigo pôr um fim nisso sem ele. Você vai me ajudar a recuperá-lo? Sr. que o senhor está sob custódia e pode ser acusado de cometer inúmeras violações federais. Não vamos entregar ao senhor um objeto suspeito de ser paranatural. Você não está me ouvindo. Palavra. Estamos ouvindo muito bem. Agora o senhor tem cúmplice? Vai-se. Me deixe sair dessa. Está vindo atrás de mim. Estamos todos em perigo. A entrevista foi encerrada devido à falta de cooperação do paciente.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Caraca. Nada, a letra aumentou. Mediante entrevistas prolongadas com testemunho do MA35 foram descobertos novos detalhes referentes à Sombra 010. Censurado, presentes durante a MA disseram ter visto uma mulher chamada Barbara Jagger em Bright Falls na ocasião. Jagger é uma ex-atriz e residente de Bright Falls que emigrou da Finlândia com o cineasta Thomas Zane e que teria se afogado em Cauldron Lake durante um MA em 1970. A equipe de pesquisa concluiu que o aparecimento de Jagger provavelmente é um caso de manifestação da sombra em forma humana. Prosseguem os estudos quanto à natureza da ligação entre a sombra e as características psicofísicas disponíveis para ela mimetizar. As hipóteses atuais são: a sombra só é capaz de se manifestar como artistas ou como indivíduos com envolvimento tangencial na criação de arte, que têm operado a até certa distância física de Cauldron Lake. B. A sombra pode se manifestar como qualquer indivíduo contido necessita de definição em Cauldron Lake. Os estudos seguem em andamento. Ver dossiê 38, 453, 18, 73 para obter um relatório completo. Arquivo DFC, a presença obscura assumiu a forma de Barbara Jagger.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
O Scratcher fingiu ser o Wake e nos usou por quanto tempo? O tempo todo, alguma coisa que o Wake falou é confiável. A presença obscura se alimenta de artistas e da arte que produzem.
Sure. Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying. The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Aproximadamente às 19 horas de 13 de setembro de 2023, dados obtidos por uma unidade de vigilância remota que monitora Cauldron Lake, um limiar conhecido para e pesquisadores postulam que seja a dimensão da origem de A040, a sombra ultrapassará limites aceitáveis. Tentativas de contato com o centro de pesquisa WA03 do DFC, codinome Casa do Lago, não tiveram sucesso. Não é possível verificação local do evento. Foram iniciados procedimentos de resposta com efeito imediato. A agente principal, K. Esteves, mobilizará a unidade de investigação beta do local de operações remotas, assim, todos os equipamentos específicos para a sombra lote 411B foram aprovados para uso em um campo. Objetivo: confirmar evento ativo. Se estiver ocorrendo um MA ativo, a equipe enviada vai identificar a natureza e severidade limitar a exposição e tentar conter ou neutralizar a fonte. Se não houver evento ativo, vai conferir equipamento de monitoramento, realizar uma inspeção de perfil limitado da área e conferir a situação da Casa do Lago e sua equipe. Informações adicionais: indivíduos relevantes na área incluem a seita da árvore, censurado, e Alan Wake no momento desaparecido.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Descrição para utilidade: segundo os relatos, o item é um interruptor de um fio de abajur com parte do fio cortado ainda preso. Descrição de testemunhas sugerem que o item possui a habilidade de alterar a realidade e mudanças baseadas em censurado ao ser usado por um para-utilitarista apto. É difícil distinguir o efeito deste item e o do limiar de Cauldron Lake, responsável pela ocorrência de MAs na área, porque os únicos usos do item de que se tem notícia ocorreram perto desse limiar. Sem mais informações, não podemos confirmar se o item intensifica o efeito de limiar ou vice-versa, ou se há qualquer ligação. Gravações do Dr. Hartman após tornar revelaram que Alan Wake eliminou Barbara Jagger, provavelmente uma manifestação física de ao inserir o interruptor no peito dela e apertar. Foi confirmada a utilização do item em 2010 para transformar escritórios ficcionais em realidade, ver dossiê MA35. Contudo, não se sabe que restrições e limites esse efeito tem. Conclusão: o interruptor é possível ADP, mas a equipe não tem como classificar definitivamente o item com base em relatos indiretos. É preciso realizar exames e testes adequados para determinar a classificação e o efeito exato do item. O arquivo deve ser sobre o clique e suas qualidades paranaturais. Não. Ah, não, clique aqui.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
O arquivo deve ser sobre as habilidades do objeto, interruptor ou clique. O arquivo deve ser sobre Cauldron Lake, limiar para outra realidade.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Deve ser identificou que o clique é um item paranatural. Eles acreditam que tem poder.
The clicker can fix this, but I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
O clique ainda é a melhor opção. Preciso de ajuda do Wake para escrever um fim, mudar a realidade.
Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art.
Eu vi o T-Pose.
Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place. I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem. I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
Este é o começo da reta final do jogo. Para viajar até Cauldron Lake, você antes precisa salvar o jogo. A exploração e o acesso a outras áreas serão limitados se você decidir continuar. Ainda não.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Beleza. Eu vou fazer uma coisinha lá. Opa, lá.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Jaakko. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Jaakko. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Nightingale já estava possuído, o ritual da seita o teria detido, mas foi interrompido. Ele nunca ouviu falar de Scratch.
Keep trying.
A seita encontrou as páginas de Wake dentro dos possuídos e acreditava que ele era a causa.
Makes sense.
A seita da árvore ia atrás de pessoas já corrompidas pela presença obscura. O objetivo deles era proteger a comunidade. O ritual da seita era para destruir os possuídos, não criar.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Eu vou lá pro farol agora. Oh, velho.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
O uso de símbolos pela seita parece quase comercial como uma marca. Esse cara não tava aí. Vamos para Watery. Quero ir lá para Lighthouse. Para encerrarmos as caixas da seita. Boa. Aí, mais espaço no inventário.
Ilmo Koskela had jolted awake from a nightmare. He was drenched in sweat. In the dream, he'd been covered in blood, gleefully murdering people, his friends. When his twin brother had tried to talk sense into him, he had murdered Yako as well. Ilmo slammed his fist into his temple so hard it hurt. The dream made him feel sick. The dark force of the lake was growing stronger. It was trying to make Ilmo and Yako something they were not. Trying to turn them into Ilmari and Jacopi Huatari from the early days of Watery. But they were the Koskela brothers. Their mother had not raised them to become murderers. They had backbone. They had honor. They had finished Zissou. Something bad was coming. The hidden device they had hooked to the FBC station had been intercepting alarms like crazy the past few days. Ilmo would make sure his cult was ready for war. Out in the night, the story seeking to give birth to an overlap in Watery drifted on, looking for another pair of men more prone to corruption.
This has got to be an Ilmo idea.
Espelhos extraem luz do negócio de luz principal. Antena parabólica, monstros da sombra, raio de luz 3000, geradores.
They're too old to fight monsters. The torchbearers are done. We need something new. Ilmo took a long drag from the joint and handed it to his brother. They'd been drinking and smoking all night. That thing from the lake was not a man, and the government's trying to hide it. Ilmo gestured at the files they had stolen from the research station. The strange seal with an upside-down pyramid. The Federal Bureau of Control. We need to keep the feds away. Deal with this our way. We need an army of our own. Yako smiled. He loved to watch his brother come up with his ideas. Ilmo's gaze swam. He was seeing double. The pyramid on the folder was a spruce tree. A tree, he thought. A fucking tree. It was a sign. We'll make the woods scary again. So fucking scary, no one will set foot in them at night. That's how we'll keep people safe. We'll be a legend. We are the cult of the tree, and we watch in the night. We're gonna need scary masks. Energized, Yako chugged a bottle of Ama beer in one go.
É isto? Não tem mais nada? A força obscura do lago estava ficando mais forte. Estava tentando fazer Ilmo e Jaco serem algo que não eram. Não.
The dark presence leeches onto artists.
Ah, agora sim.
Manipulates their art. What power does it have by itself?
Ele esteve à caça do escritor desde sempre, do escritor que desprezava. Ele seria pego, assassinado, ele havia renascido do ódio. Cynthia tinha amado Thomas Zane, então só tinha os olhos para Bárbara. Eles ficaram juntos agora, ela afundou na água escura em Tom. Ele sentiu como se estivesse se afogando. A cada tossida, o buraco negro aumentava. Ele se imaginou olhando através daquilo. Para a escuridão, o buraco negro sorriu. Emetieud não aguentava mais. Eles encostaram nele com suas mãos mal lavadas. Ele acabaria com eles. Bateria neles até não conseguirem mais se mexer. Ninguém vai encontrar o corpo, mas um segredo como esse não morre. Ele cresceu dentro deles, a escuridão tomando conta.
The dark presence uses people's weaknesses to corrupt them. Their guilt, fear, even their love.
A presença obscura usa o desejo, raiva, culpa e medo, etc. das pessoas para corrompê-las. É isto. Aí vai. Beleza. Vamos organizar isso aqui então. Essa aqui eu vou guardar, não vou usar. Aí. Ah, eu não fiz uma coisa antes. Aprimoramento de arma. Aqui. Fique imóvel e mire com cuidado em um alvo para reduzir drasticamente o coice, minimizar a dispersão de balas e causar mais dano.
Saga gripped the pump-action shotgun, aiming down the barrel. It fit in her hands perfectly. It felt steady. She had it under control. She swung around, ready. The Taken rushed toward her, but Saga remained where she was, unmoving. She willed the pellets to stay on course, to hit the target. The Taken was closer. She waited. Closer. Still she waited, until the very last moment.
15, daí vai sobrar 13. São tudo número par. Ah, vou colocar isso aqui, ó.
Saga stood still, emptying her mind, focusing, breathing in, breathing out. She aimed the rifle, ready for the kill shot.
It's empty.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here.
É isso aí, pessoal. Vou encerrar por aqui. Muito obrigado quem assistiu a live até o final e uma boa noite. Falou. Amanhã a gente vai finalizar o game. Até mais.